Gucci, it's about that time. So we got a Judge Scolds defense for allowing visibly upset Nikolas Cruz to obtain color pencils and drawing materials in court. Are you serious? We'll be right back on Keep It P podcast.
Yo, ladies and gentlemen, TZ Vaughn Savage and Jay Lava is in the fucking building with the Keep It P podcast, motherfucker.
Oh yeah. Yes, sir. Load up that black empowerment, sir. Yeah, I mean. Yeah, we live, baby. I said, baby, we live. We live in this thing, baby. Come on down.
Music TV.
Say it with your chest is what you ought to do. Say it with your chest. Go get you some gear. Go get you some gear now. That's what you should be doing with yourself. Also, hold on, let me come on in there. Out of the darkness, into the light, it is I, Jay Lava. Let's just do it like this so I ain't even got to worry about, you know what? Y'all deserve to see the good stuff. I can't take you away from the good stuff, okay? This is Jay Lava. This is Keep It P podcast, where we take the news, situations, everyday occurrences, and indeed, we show how one could have and could not have been keeping it P. Now, usually, I'm with the one that's keeping it T, but my man's down right now. Y'all can, put your love and blessings and aloha's in the chat for him and all of that. But I'm rocking on the dolo solo side of the game. You dig what I'm saying? So what I'm doing right now, usually when I have my head down, I'm sharing the program, which is what I want you to do. Also, if this is your first time watching, come on in, press that like button. That helps with the algorithm. Then also hit that subscribe if you have not already. And when you hit subscribe, there is a bell there for the notificaciones. If you hit those, then you could be alerted every time that I decide to go live. And I'm about to bust down some mailistic mayhem for you. So let me just get put a B1 in the chat for me. Let me know that you're in there, that you've been there. I know we got riders, and I know we got look-a-whoers too, but I need you in the chat. Put a B1 in the chat and make sure the chat is working real quick. I want to make sure. Hold on, let me just make sure the chat is on the screen so I can communicate with some peoples. There we go. All right, a little click blinkety blink. Yeah, there we go. All right. Excuse me. All right, let's see what we got here. Because I specialize in the mailistic mayhem. Now, this is what you call the complexion for the protection here, buddy. But luckily, it was a judge that was like, man, if you don't get the heck out of here with that shit. Hold on real quick. Let me get to this young article. Okay, here we go. All right, so what we got here? It's a Florida judge on Wednesday scolded defense attorneys for allowing accused Parkland shooter Nikolas Cruz the opportunity to use color pencils during jury selection in a trial related to a separate jail brawl. Cruz is accused of attacking a guard while he was behind bars in 2018. The case is proceeded apart from the prosecution involving the murders of 17 others at a school. So notice how they try to lead with him fighting the guard, but obviously he fought. I mean, let me pull Cuz up on the screen too. I like to know who y'all like to let you know who you're looking at. So this is his goofy ass. I'm gonna put myself on this side. This is his goofy ass over there playing with crayons in the courtroom. Prosecutor told Judge Elizabeth Schooner that she just observed what that color pencils and a page from what appears to be a coloring book at the defense table. The prosecutor allegedly said that the material was just brought there for the defendant. Like, what? Who gets... So, okay, before we go on, unfortunately, we had another black student at a Texas school who was bullied because he was basically a young fly dude, you know what I'm saying, and not aggressive and not intimidated. He was being bullied by some people and he had to clap back, right? Not the best way to handle it, but he had to do what he had to do. I wonder, is he gonna get some crayons and shit in the courtroom when he going through his shit? I think not. They already tried to put up the picture of him with the gold teeth and the earring in his ear, like that somehow demonizes him because he looks thuggish or something. But it says, we're objecting to that, Your Honor. The prosecutor continued. We believe that this is something that they are doing to the jury to perceive that he's a child, and of course, I'm glad somebody pointed that out, or he's mentally ill or some kind of challenge. We think that's inappropriate, and we object to coloring pages and coloring pencils being given just to provide it to the defendant for his use. Prosecutor said Cruz writ down the names of the jurors and observed orientedly proceedings Tuesday, but alleged charges on Wednesday. The judge asked one of Cruz's defense attorneys if he brought those materials into the courtroom. He answered that he had not. Somebody did that, the judge asked. There are colored pencils, defense attorney said in several of the attempts to clarify the nature of the extent of the materials, which prosecutors complain. There is no coloring books, there's no colored pencils. So they're saying that to the judge while they in there trying to explain for this boy, and basically just kind of putting that out there so the jury would think he's still a kid, which is something that PC society always do. I mean, we do story after story where they lie about people's ages. You can clearly see the people be way older than they say they is, and they always give them a younger age for some reason. It said, what is the purpose of that? The judge asks. Why does he need a coloring book and crayons? Herman asks for a brief moment to confer, and his co-consultation about the purpose of the judge erroneous called the crayons and the book. The judge granted the pause. Why does he need coloring pencils and drawing paper? The judge asks. The judge clearly upset. The defense attorney he's visibly upset right now. I'm trying to keep calm during this trial, and the defense team is not doing this for any nefarious reasons. Trying to keep my client calm. How you gonna keep a nigga that just shot up 17 people calm? He just asked for 2 minutes to himself. I will address that with the court in a moment. There's nothing he's going to do. His hands are crossed. He's not drawing. He's not writing. The comment led to a prolonged stunned look from the judge. And hold on. Hold on. I'm gonna show y'all real quick. The judge looked like you got me plumb fucked up. You see the judge? The judge looked like, are you kidding me? Okay, so as long as he's not coloring with the crayons, if he's a child, that's fine. The judge said, but that's not appropriate. She said he's tactically suggesting something else might have been occurring. If he wants to make himself notes, that's fine, the judge expounded. If he wants to sit there, that's fine. If he wants to participate, that's fine. If he wants to be quiet, that's fine. But as far as coloring pictures on a coloring pictures and pictures on a book, that does not assist him or you in this case. Select a fair and impartial juror. The jury, it gives the impression that he's a child. The judge continued to refer to the picture book after the defendant said that there was no coloring book involved. Another defense attorney tried to jump up at this point, and the judge shut her down. You haven't answered my question, the judge said while asking the question attorney already asked. Indeed has already answered. Are there crayons or a coloring book? The judge then stopped the train of thought and then went somewhere else. One of the defense attorneys picked up a bundle of color pencils and handed it to the attorney. The pointed instruments were secured with what seems to be... What the fuck? Hold up, man. I'm trying to figure out what the hell. I'm trying to skip through this bullshit because I don't really give a fuck about. I'm trying to see what the judge was talking about. It was unclear from the context of the discussion precisely who passed the pencils to Cruz. It's also unclear whether he was actually caught doodling or whether he was simply providing the opportunity to do so. The judge engaged in parties from the bench visibly stocked with pencils and pens and highlighters of various hues, red, blue, green, blah, 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 etc. But she wasn't on one trial. Cruz is charged in an instant case, attempted battery on a law enforcement officer, second-degree felony, battery on a law enforcement officer, third-degree felony, depriving a law enforcement officer of protection and communications devices, another third-degree felony, a criminal attempt of misdemeanor. He faces separate charges in connection with the actual Parkland school shooting. So what the fuck is he doing with crayons? It has an editor's note. I never see the editor's note. Let's see what this bullshit has to say. It says, this piece has been updated to clarify that it is unclear whether Cruz actually used the colored pencils or whether he was merely provided the opportunity to use them. What does that even matter? Just even have colored pencils and a colored notebook in the courtroom at the time automatically signifies that you some sort of kind of child or something, cuz. Like, stop it, man. Hey, I was reading, you know, usually I'll be conferring with TZ and shit, so I get to see your comments. Let me see. Did I miss any comments? Yeah, what's up, y'all? Okay. Yep, we in the house. That's what it do. Good evening from across the border and all of that. Alright. So, yo. Okay, we're making good time. I'm gonna do another story. Probably real quick. Because then I gotta do this Patreon, right? And I was thinking tonight, like, should I, do y'all want to see Patreon right here on YouTube? I mean, I'm going to take a subject that I would normally talk about on Patreon, but I'm going to talk about it on YouTube, but I'm going to, I guess, kind of tone it down some. I mean, that's kind of hard when Patreon is actually raw, you know what I'm saying? And I don't want to, you know, short my Patreon people of the rawness that they supposed to see. I don't think that's like kind of cool. But all right, I'm gonna do one more story here, and then I'm gonna do the Patreon too. So right after the story I do here, y'all can go follow me on Patreon. So join me on Patreon in a minute. Go grab a shirt for sure, and then always 4 words that I leave you with: love, peace, blessings, and the malohas. And take these commercials on the B1 health and wellness side of the game. Yeah, sometimes you gotta get out, you dig?
I got the PayPal, Cash App, Zelle, Chime. You don't play with this shit. You don't even know what I gave to this shit. Self-made with this shit. I slay with this shit. Been a lot of roads I done paved with this shit. Look, see, I don't play with this shit. You don't even know what I gave to this shit.
Kyrie with the give and go. I get it cheap for the low. More snow than the Eskimo big birdies. Taking flight, change your life in one night. By 2 a.m. if you do it right. Up late like midnight. Small fish, big appetite. Get an extra 4 if you whip it right. Got good gas and it's light bright. Got big balls and a good pipe. One calling this night. Drake go.
Keep it hula hooping through loopholes, working real shit. You can count lava down, but you can't count them out, baby. Life give me lemons, I make lemonade rain die. Hooping through loopholes, working real shit. All of your misconceptions, you thought I would miss my blessings. Serious. All of your misconceptions, you thought I gotta go. Gotta hustle to get it. If you ain't talking business, little shawty, you trippin'. I gotta go. I really ain't got time. You can holler at me later, shawty, bang my line.
Hey Rihanna. Rihanna. Hey girl, how you doing? I'm into you like Trump's into Putin. I know that might sound
What's
a
up,
little
Annette? How you feeling, mommy?
I had
I'ma
to
jump
say it
back
for
on
my
up in
own
here real quick.
amusement. What I'm trying to
with me?
say is, can we go cruising?
think I
Cop
ain't see
down,
you
blow
now.
some good gas, and listen to Blueprint. Maybe do something stupid. I guess that depends on you.
I'm on you
Russian
now.
cream leaves, keep oil, creamy and bud.
see you.
And I hustle in the street, but I'm a frequent in love.
Got my eyes on you. I got my eyes on you there, mama. You think I'm gone, but I'm in the dope now. Finna jump back live now. I'm about to get on up in here now. Oh shit, now boy. Busting up out these t-shirts and shit now. What? Telling y'all better get y'all B1 Health and Wellness on, boy, cause I'm about to telling you this summer, boy. I'm telling you, boy. I'm telling you, I'm about to be out here like with my little medium t-shirts on, posed all up, looking all swollen shit. I don't know why hold up, why I gotta make this, why I gotta make that face. yeah. I'm about to be, I'm telling y'all, y'all better get your B1 Health and Wellness on. For real. You see that there, boy? You see them muscals, boy? I'm telling you, boy. I'm coming for you. I'm telling you, the muscals, boy. The muscular dystrophies, boy. I'll be tripping. I'll be right back. I'm serious, y'all. Come, thanks, like, share, subscribe, do all that. J Lava, High Lava Music TV, and